Everybody talks about scaling their video agencies to over $20,000 per month, including myself, but very few talk about the systems needed to get there. Look, systems run the business and people run the systems. If you do not have good systems, you will not have a good business at the end of the day. When I was first starting our video content agency, I remember completely being burnt out because I had no systems or processes in place to fulfill it confidently. And in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the Agency U operating system. I basically took everything that I've learned in the last 5 years, all of the hundreds of agencies that I've worked with in the last 2 years at Agency U, and I've tied it together into the best operating system for video and content agencies. So the first board that we're going to look at is the Leads operating system. The Leads operating system is what we built in order to keep track of our leads and get them to a call. So really the purpose of having a lead is trying to get them on a call. What we have built out here is we have a board view essentially. So we can see this person came from manual. I can pull this person up. They came as like an Instagram follower. That was their source. Their lead status is like manual. They're a lead. I can get all of their contact information. And my goal is to get them to agree to a call and to become a call. And what I can do is I can add in notes here. I can put them in different categories based off of my lead categories. I can go by status. I can see who's opted in. Maybe I have some lead magnets or some ads running. I can also filter by month. So if I add in a new one right now, then I will see that I got 1 lead in April of 2024, and in March of 2024 I got 5 leads. So now you can start having data as far as how many leads that you're adding to this every single month, which is extremely important. You need data in order to track. So now you can delegate this to a team who's going to be handling the leads, or you as a business owner can start tracking your leads. In addition to this, we also have down below resources that are going to be important for anybody who's managing this board, which is like calendar links to people that they're going to book calls with, so they have quick access to the people who are actually going to take the calls, all the SOPs as it pertains to the sales. You could literally just kind of pop this open and you literally get the script and you're pretty much good to go. And you need a lead operating system. This is what we built out for the agencies. It's pretty much a absolute game changer, and it's what we use for our 7-figure agency as well. It does not stop here. We need another section, and this section is for your sales calls, and that is the sales operating system. So what we can do is we can create an automation that anytime somebody books a call using a specific calendar link, then they will automatically be added to the sales board. And what's going to happen is they're automatically going to get updated here into upcoming. So we can see upcoming for Britney Spears. And what we can do is we can link all of the questions inside of our form into Notion so that we can quickly see what the status is, like what's their role is, what their budget is, and we can then have all the information we need in order to have an effective sales call. And we can also see by status, upcoming calls, we can see the board, we can move them along, whether it's like a follow-up booked, and then we can change the date of call to like the 15th, and then we can have a follow-up call on the 28th. We can see all of our follow-ups, so people who have booked calls based off of the date. We can have like the source, like where they came from, Instagram follower, Instagram opt-in, momentum campaign based off of the form. We can see the calendar of the sales call. We got Adam Sandler coming up today, and we can see our follow-up calendar based off of the follow-up calls that we have set. When you get a book call, now you as a salesperson can simply just open this up, and down below it'll have a structure for a sales call, and then you can quickly change the status to sale, canceled, no-show, whatever it is, depending on the client. And then you can add comments here. Another cool view that we can have is by month. So we can see how many sales calls that we've taken every single month, which is data, which gives us data, which allows us to use this data to make more informed decisions. Not only do we have just this board, but we have all of the resources that we need to set this person up for success. We have sales presentations in here. We have case studies, if you have case studies with clients, so that they can show the person on the sales call. We have all the SOPs for the salesperson so that if they're stuck, they can simply open up the SOP and call it good. They know what to do. We have payment links. We have NPS surveys from our clients. Everything on this dashboard is set up for the salesperson to absolutely crush. Everything is tracked, and we are ready to rock. Once we have the sales operating system dialed, it is now time to close them. And what happens when we close them is we need to add them to a central directory, which we call our client operating system. Inside of our client operating system, we can see clients by active, all of them clients in the list. We can see the ones that were onboarding based off of the status of onboarding. We can see past clients based off of the status of a past client. We can see clients who are ending this month based off of the contract end date. We need to have a central hub for all of our clients' information, and the client operating system is that. Not only this, if we open up each tab, we'll be able to see all of the information relevant for anybody on your team, so nothing will get lost. We can see that they're active, they're on track, they're not ready to be asked for like a testimonial, for example. They're on offer number 2, which is linked. Our internal team is this. The contract start date is here and end date is there. Our contact is Elon, their Instagram, projects we're working on, how much revenue they've paid, number of tasks that we've done for this, a case study associated with them, a survey that they've sent. So we have all of this information associated with the client so that we now have data based off the client. Down below, we will have all of the information based off of the client. So we'll have the contact information. We will have the onboarding information based off of an onboarding form that they filled out. We will have the contract that they signed. We will have marketing assets like logos, all within the client hub. Then we can see all the projects we're working on with the client. And we see any meetings that have been associated with the clients, all in one place. So that way, when you hire somebody, they just go to the client operating system to find anything that they need. And when we talk to clients, you can quickly see we've done 7 tasks for you in one project. You're on offer number 2. This is what your offer is when you click into it. This is how much revenue they've paid. This is the case study that we've come up with. This is the internal team. All the information that you need to stay organized and stay on track. What happens when we start to do projects for our client? How do I stay on track with my tasks? We developed the fulfillment funnel. If we open up the fulfillment funnel operating system, what we can do is we can create a new project. And every time we create a new project, we will have different tabs that we can open up. Let's just say I wanted to do a piece of content for Tesla and I wanted to do a YouTube video. I can pull this open and what's going to populate is a pre-templated YouTube card that all I need to do is fill out and start assigning to people. If I drag it into the tasks, I can go ahead and name this YouTube for Tesla. And now what's going to show up is it's going to show up on their tasks. So I can see YouTube for Tesla. And what I need to do is I can pull this bad boy up and I can start to assign stuff to it. So I can assign this to the client. I can assign the strategist. I can assign due dates for videographers, for editors, for all of the specific stuff. What I can do as a strategist is I can simply fill this out, everything that needs to be done for this video, whether it's like editors, description, hook, script with some examples and ChatGPT prompts, whatever it is as a template. And I assign a specific due date to a client, whether it's shooting, I assign the edit date to the editors, I assign the post date to the social media managers, and now it will show up in their view as when they need to start executing. So let's just say now I can mark the task status as ready to edit. Now what's going to happen is this task status and responsibility is going to change from client success to video editor. So now the video editor will now be notified and they'll say, perfect, this is now ready to edit. This is when I need to edit it. And this is my due date. And it's going to show up on my board. That is how we can create a fulfillment funnel. And now as the task status changes, so does the responsibility of the person, meaning that specific person who's responsible for that task will be notified and they will then be indicated to make the post or shoot the content or whatever the status is. We can then indicate and train people what to do when they become responsible for a specific task. The cool thing is we can add in automations inside of Notion. Like when they're ready to edit, it'll assign to a specific person. When they're ready to script, it'll assign to a specific person so that you don't need to even worry about that. It's automatically going to be added. And what you can do is you can create views for editor due dates. Let's just say this is due for an editor. Now they can see, perfect, I need to edit this Tesla video on the 4th. And I can open it up. I can see everything associated. I can see all of the content that I need to edit. I can see a posting view. Wow, this is ready to post, but actually it's ready to script. We can have different views for different tasks and for different people. So that way, everything isn't all in different places. It's all in one place. And the view that's going to be relevant for the person actually conducting the task is right in front of them. And you're setting them up for success. The best way to set expectations is to determine them in a project management board. And the best way to provide tools is to create tools like this and give tools to your team to then utilize. And then on top of it, we can start to see the progress on each task. So we can say we're 36.98% done with Tesla, we're 30% done with Google. This is an absolute game changer if you can adopt the fulfillment funnel into your business. Now it's time to set our team up for success. I'm gonna show you exactly what it looks like as we build and scale our team and hire a team to help out with this. I'm just gonna show you the video editor examples. I can create a view specifically for our video editors. What I can do from the fulfillment funnel operating system is just show them the editing dates and the due dates. So now I can can see based off of him being an editor, he has to edit this video on the 2nd and it is due on the 4th. And if I pop in here, I can see that everything has been completed for this. And now I have everything I need in order to succeed in my role. But not only do we have this, on the right-hand side, we have all of these standard operating procedures in order for this person to absolutely crush it. So how to edit videos, all that sort of stuff. On the right-hand side, we have an end of day form because we know that we need to create end of day forms for our team members so that we can hold them accountable. We have video editor guides on how to edit videos per client. So this is an example of a video editor view, but we can create different views for them that are setting them up for success. We need to do everything in our power, and systems like Notion enable us to do that. Now it's time to set you up for success as a business owner. We also have a CEO board. So basically what you can do is you can create a board for yourself where you can have objectives and key results. For example, we have like resources like the Stripe, the QuickBooks, forecast, pipeline accounting, like important documents here. Any leadership meeting that you're having with a team member, like a review, stuff like that would go here. We have different templates for every single type of meeting, which is great. We have our mindset stuff like weekly reflect and projects where we can start documenting how our mindset is doing, set goals for ourselves every single week. And then we have objectives and key results. So you can create objectives and then you can create tasks associated with that objective. Now you can see the task associated with the objective of let's crush it. So now we can see this. You can assign it by person, when the due date is, person, is it completed? So one of the really cool things inside of the agency operating system is our financial operating system. So inside of here, we can see all of the payments from our processor. So what we do is we basically have a automation from Stripe or our processor here that goes into our payments database inside of Notion. So we can see payment from Amazon for a brand retainer, $14,000, no Stripe fee, net income of this, and it was declined. And we see Google retainer, $24,000. This is an automation from Zapier based off of your processor, which would be something like Stripe. What we can do is we can associate it with the client so that we can start tracking revenue by client, and this will all go to clients. Okay, we can see by month. So March, we made $44,000. We can see all the payments. We can see successful, failed, and anything refunded based off of the filters. Also down below, you can track invoices, subscriptions, etc., etc. And then on the left-hand side, super important to track your articles of organization, like EIN, stuff like that for your financial health. This is super cool because you can start to see how much money you're actually making from like a net perspective, and then you can make informed decisions based off of that. All right, y'all, so that's a full breakdown on how I use Notion to scale my 7-figure agency, as well as the other agencies inside of Agency U. And guys, if you like this video, you are going to love the free training that I built, which breaks down exactly how we can start growing our agency, literally the exact same process that I followed to scale our video agency from $10,000 to $100,000 per month to over $200,000 per month in less than 3 years. All you need to do is just go on Instagram and just DM me the word YT, and I'm going to send you over that training. Thanks so much for watching the video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, ask some questions in the comments. And if you haven't already and you are a content agency owner or a video agency owner, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this.